This episode is brought to you by Chevrolet. Chevy certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. And with our tire price match guarantee, you get the best fit for the best deal. Let us do the work. Available on select eligible tire brands at participating dealers only. Offer ends 12/31/2025. Terms apply. See dealer for complete details. Visit Chevrolet.com/service to learn more.
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Visit Blinds.com now for up to 40% off site-wide, plus a professional measure at no cost. Rules and restrictions apply.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. And that means thousands of can't-miss deals just in time for summer.
The denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses.
I always find something amazing.
Plus, buy it online and pick it up in-store the same day for free. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Drink it in, man. Loyal, diehard, Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Oakrey, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast for another one of those Kool-Aid packets on a Friday. You know what it is. Give you the Kool-Aid packets Mondays and Fridays. I was going to say, like, whenever possible, but I feel like I've missed, like, 1 or 2 shows in the past, 8 years of doing this pod or something crazy. I don't know how I keep it rolling sometimes, because I would like some time away, but I love talking about those lines at the end of the day. So, I'm going to keep this one brief, but I needed to jump on here. Get you a Kool-Aid packet so you guys could all drink it in. Drink it in, man. And I'm going to talk about a couple players that are available that I would love the Lions to consider. Yes, I know the Lions will not consider these guys, but to me, they make a lot of sense. We just finished Dollars Make Sense. How about players that make sense? SENSE. As well as just some training camp updates, takes, opinions, rants. You know, rumor, innuendo. Who knows what we might get into. Again, I'll try to keep it 15 to 20-ish minutes. And appreciate everybody listening as well as supporting our great sponsors and sharing the show, checking the show, repping. You know what it is. Let's get into this. I don't have time to mess around. Like, the 2 names that I want the Lions to somewhat consider, I'll save the second one that just recently happened before I hit the big red record button. But how about a guy that was cut loose a couple days ago, Noah Fant? I talked a few weeks ago about the Lions needing to just add a little bit when it comes to depth at the tight end position. I am a Laporta supporter. Let's get that out of here first. Here's a funny side note. I actually yelled at a NFLShop.com rep for a while just because I was like, inquiring, why do you not have Sam Laporta, aka Sammy Biscuits, for all the Laporta supporters, where they can actually purchase a Sam Laporta Nike NFL Vapor Fuse jersey. That's the top jersey. That's the one the players actually wear on the field. Every other player is on there. You can get a Gio Manu Nike Elite Vapor Fuse. You can get a Sione Vaki Nike Vapor Fuse Elite for $300, $280 plus. But Sam Laporta, nowhere to be found. So this knucklehead told me, well, it's because he's got the lower middle case A and we can't do it, only the line. I was like, what? So I showed him pictures of other jerseys, other types, where they have Laporta, they have it spelled the proper lettering. And he just went on with a bunch of boola. And I was just like, whatever. I don't want the jersey anyway, but I'm sure there's plenty out there that would purchase it. And the fact that he's just totally left off the drop-down menu that has everybody else on the 90-man roster was crazy to me. So anyway, back to Sam Laporta. He's an Iowa boy. He's a good player, really good player, actually. I expect a big year from him. Why not team him up with another Iowa boy, Noah Fant? And I know what some of you are saying, but great, Noah Fant's really not that good. He's always hurt. He hasn't done much. He's just draft hype. I kind of agree with you there, but not really.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families. And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, it's Paris. I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
My name is Happy Gilmore. I haven't swung a club in years.
You know what you gotta do. Grip it and rip it.
Or... Oh, now that is some Happy Gilmore.
Everyone is talking about the comeback kid, Happy Gilmore.
Happy Knee.
Yeah, baby.
Happy Gilmore 2, only on Netflix July 25th. Rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love, starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
9 años pidiendo el Snack Wrap. Aquí tienes tu Snack Wrap. ¿Tú quieres un Snack Wrap? Toma tu Snack Wrap. ¿Tú también? Toma un Snack Wrap. Snack Wrap, Snack Wrap, Snack Wrap. Volvió el Snack Wrap. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Because Noah Fant's big, he's a good pass catcher, seems like a good human being, probably works pretty hard. A lot of the things that fit the grit. That seems like something we could use. And oh, by the way, did I mention that even though I like Brock Wright, I like Noah Fant more from a talent perspective. Don't go down our depth chart too and tell me we got Kenny Yeboah and some other tackling dummy or future bowling alley employees. Like, having Laporta, Fant, and Brock Wright would make me feel a lot better. But last time I checked, Noah Fant was going to visit the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm sure he will sign there, where they already have a nice, athletic, productive tight end in Mike Gesicki. but they're not afraid to add another weapon, another player that can push for competition, another talented guy at a position where they really only have Gesicki and that's it. I think Noah Fant would be a really nice fit. A nice, probably affordable, good dude in the locker room. Can help you if Laporta gets hurt. If he doesn't, you could have some plays, some splits for him. And the Lions won't even consider it. I'm sure there's something in his background they don't like, or don't want to pay him, or don't want to mess up the chemistry. But it's like, come on, man. We got to be in on some of these talented, guys that get cut loose. What's Noah Fant? Probably like 25 years old, somewhere in that range. Like, I don't know. The next guy I want to talk about literally just got cut before I hit record, and he's literally like an Oakley top 5, top 10, top 15 player in all of football, based on his character, his personality, the way he plays, his previous production, position of need, everything. Like, this guy, I knew the Lions wouldn't get a few years ago because of the price tag and what he was going to command. But he's an absolutely penetrating interior defensive tackle. And did I mention he's a great dude? And that's Christian Wilkins. Came out of college from Clemson. Just one of those big bodies with sweet feet that can move, gets up the field, gets after the quarterback, disrupts. He's also physical. He will just put you in the ground. He will move you with his power and strength. And he signed like $100 million contract with the Las Vegas Raiders. Had a little bit of, I don't know if he had injury history. I know he has a foot injury that's said to be somewhat severe, or they're not sure when he'll be back. The Raiders just outright cut him. One season after signing him to this like 5-year, $120 million deal, word is they're going to have to pay up to $60 million just have him go away in guarantees. I'm sure Christian Wilkins, knowing what I know about him, he probably would like to double dip if that's possible. Some of these NFL contracts, if you get all that guaranteed, you can't also go get another big deal from somewhere, or else it offsets, and there's a whole bunch of things that go on with the contract details. But if the Raiders are already paying that, and the Lions, in case you didn't know, need defensive tackles badly, especially this year until people get healthy or we figure it out. Like, Christian Wilkins, when healthy, is literally a top 10 player at the position, in my opinion. And if he could come on the cheap for a 1-year deal, let's say he could be back after, 4, 6, 8 weeks, give us that back half of the season and be who he was when he played for the Miami Dolphins, like, sign me up. He's going to cost you $20 million a year and he's not healthy and they don't like his mentality for whatever reason, then no, don't entertain it. But these are the type of things where I'd love to see Brad, always open for business, jump on. Be like, hey, I've got all this money in the piggy bank. Never expected this guy to be available. We have multiple needs at that position. I checked with the doctors. They say he'll be good by X time, which will help us for a playoff stretch, and we can maybe get him on a 2-year. Comes back next year, team up with a.k.a. Honey Bun, a.k.a. Twinkle Toes, a.k.a. Aleem the Dream McNeil, as well as other young cats that can play inside but aren't healthy now or aren't productive yet. And then get guys on the outside. And it's like, I understand Brad Holmes is saving, trying to get Hutch done. He's trying to account for other people. You don't want to lose a Laporta. You're hoping Terrion becomes a top corner. You've got Gibbs to take care of. You've got interior linemen and a few defenders. It's like, you can't just sit idle by and let these cuts or let players that can help you this season go in hopes that you're going to be able to do some deal or just to give another guy an extra $5-8 million bucks type of thing. So I would like Noah Fant here. I would love Christian Wilkins here, especially on a multi-year deal that was cheap, because he was putting it to the Raiders saying, man, I will come to Detroit for 2, maybe 3 seasons. I will take all that guaranteed money from the Raiders. I will give the Lions a sweet deal on whatever it is, and also still get a little extra something in my piggy bank from them. And let's go play football when I'm healthy, which you know the Lions are great at just letting a guy sit around and rehab and let us know when you're good, TBD, if you ask me, but we'll see when he's healthy type of thing. So I don't even know why I'm talking about it, because now I'm just envisioning Christian Wilkins and Tyleek and Aleem McNeil 3-man rotation on the interior for the next 2 to 3 seasons, and my lips are watering. I need some of that buttered up cornbread to stop it.
Cornbread!
Make it a double.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtual Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your virtual pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
Finding a new job is stressful. But with Indeed, it doesn't have to be. Just fill out your Indeed profile with your skills, experience, and desired salary. The more you fill out, the better your matches will be. And hearing from hiring managers will be 2 times more likely. Relax. That's your Indeed profile sending opportunities your way. Indeed, the world can work better.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
How do you top your love for your cat? With a cascade of decadent savory gravy over a mouth-watering mousse pâté. Fancy Feast gems. 2 gourmet pâtés in 1 convenient pack. Simply peel and plate to reveal a pyramid shape that makes eating delightful and pamper her with an experience as extraordinary as she is. Turn the everyday into the extraordinary with Fancy Feast gems.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
They shock me. Could they go out and entertain these guys? Could they possibly reel them in? Maybe. I'm giving it like a 10% chance, but pretty soon here in the next 2 years, I'd love to see a pretty good player get cut, even if they have injury and other concerns, and all of a sudden, bam, Lions jump in, Lions get him, multiple years he helps the football team, absolute steal. We can only rely on our draft picks and huge re-signings, which means paying people at the top of the market for so long. Alright, so that's what I got. Well, what else is going on with the Lions when it comes to training camp? You know, every day people are getting hurt. Terrion Arnold, calf injury. Derek Barnes, minor injury. Sione Vaki went down. We've got, other people just continually getting hurt. And not only getting hurt, I have to hear this discussion about how the Lions are getting too chippy. They're talking too much trash. Dan Freaky Campbell has to shut down practice and can't control his guys. Are they too physical? Is this why we're getting injuries? Like, in case you didn't know, the Lions are all grit. They compete, they practice hard, it translates to game day. They beat the hell out of other teams, both physically, offensively, and they just outwill people. So no, they're not going to go in country club mode and start running Jim Caldwell practices and, getting a bunch of church boys here that can't bust you in the mouth on the football field. That's not what they do. That's also what's related to, winning ball games, winning big football games. Quick side note, did anybody see the two just absolutely kooky pictures that came out on the Twitterverse about Matt Stafford and his crazy hair that he is going? We all know that Matt Stafford never cut his hair in Detroit when he was in college or whatever, and he has that I'm too cool, I just want to look like a bum look going on. But he looks like a surfer bum that got left on the beach for way too long. Dude has this frizzy, non-cut, goofy-looking haircut. I had to put it on the old X machine. I'm glad we have Jared Goff. He knows how to go get a nice, fresh, professional-looking haircut. But what I like most is not his electric laser beam spirals, which Matt Stafford has, or his no-look fancy passes, which Matt Stafford has. It's the fact that he has things that Matty Statty Patty Statty doesn't have, which is a crisp haircut, and the fact that he wins ball games. I just said it moments ago. Jared Goff, our new quarterback, wins big ball games. Against Stat Padford in the playoffs, against big time teams in prime time. So, hope some.
This episode is brought to you by Hyundai. Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right it almost feels wrong. Because right now, you can save big on their most popular models, including SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe and Santa Fe Hybrid, and the all-electric Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com. Offers end September 2nd, 2025.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean. Jif. It's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at Jif.com.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
You guys caught that picture, because I know there's a lot of you loyal, diehard Detroit Koolaid drinkers that still love Matt Stafford, still go to bat for him, still hate when I crush him. The reason I crush him now, even though I have multiple of his jerseys and I've been known to draft him late in fantasy football, is because he came here like a whiny crybaby thinking he was just going to beat us in the playoffs and shove it in Detroit's face, and instead we beat him at the buzzer. He didn't show love to the fans. His wife was a crying lunatic, And they just can't lose with dignity. They couldn't give it up to the fan. Hey, we're so happy for Detroit. What a great playoff win. That was a hell of a battle out there. They got to get all butthurt, and then we come back and beat them in the opener the next year, and then we'll go to LA and probably take care of them this year. There's a side Matt Stafford rant for you. All right, what else is going on? Tate Rat was playing center. Then there's talk that he's over at right guard and Graham Glasgow's at center, and you're going to hear the negative people. Oh, maybe the rookie can't handle it mentally. Maybe Tate Ratledge isn't what they thought he was at center. They already had to move his position. I saw an interview with Tate Ratledge, a.k.a. Tate Rat, and this dude is smart. He's humble. He's physical. He's a great teammate. Like, I liked everything he said. I must say with Tate Ratledge, the hair looks awesome after a practice when it's all wetted down and kind of crazy up top with the long rat tail mullet in the back. But I saw some pictures of him when it's all like aired, what do you call it, like with a blow dryer, and it looked terrible. I mean, I got to bring Charles in for this one. That was not a good look for a guy Tate Rat.
That's terrible.
So like wet after taking your helmet off, very cool. You know, using the old hair dryer and blowing it out and having the sides cut, the back long, and the top all kind of, you know, looking like a bouffant. Terrible.
That's terrible.
Just saying. But this dude, I have no worries. He plays right guard. He plays center. They teach him left guard as well. Like, all that's good stuff. He's going to be a great center, I think, for this team for a long time. I was a little... Gosh, people are going to hate me saying this, but I was a little bit disappointed. They asked him, have you spoken with Frank Ragnow? And he said no. And I can't imagine that's because Frank Ragnow's called him multiple times. I wanted to give all his wisdom. And Tate Ratledge, the humble rookie from Georgia, was like, no, I'm good. Thanks. So I'm assuming that means that Frank Ragnasty hasn't reached out to the rookie. Maybe he's still a little bitter with the team about some things. Maybe he's too busy fishing and hunting and babysitting or watching his child. I don't know, but I would love number 77 to... I mean, we didn't even get a presser. We didn't even get like a goodbye presser with Frank Ragnow. It was just some like social media blurb that went out and then he just disappeared. Like, I would love him to get his moment, to say thank you to, you know, us to say thank you to him, the media, and also for him to say, I want to do everything I can to make sure this team wins a Super Bowl, has success. And instead it's like he just poof went away and the rookie's got to just figure it out all himself. We can't pass any veteran tips. We can't like be a coach as needed. I'm not saying Frank's got to go put a whistle around his neck and be there every day. I'm just saying, like, reach out to the guy and say, like, I'm here if you ever need anything. And then check in every once in a while so the rookie doesn't have to feel obligated or be nervous to call you and say, hey, man, can you help me out with some blitz protections? Like, can you teach me some of this verbiage? Like, I'd really love to know what you think's the best thing to do as a young center in the National Football League. But that sounds like it hasn't happened up to this point. So, come on, Frank. Make that phone call. Let's make that happen. Other than the injuries, the crazy practices, I mean, Shep, our new D coordinator, had a great press conference. I love how he communicates, his passion. He loves his assistant coaches. The players love him. He says he's aggressive. He just wants to bring pressure and get after people. Like, all this stuff is so great to hear, but I'm not naive to think there's not going to be, you know, growing pains, learning moments, tough times, both for him and Johnny Mo, which I think, who was I texting with? I called a bunch of people out on the Koolaid hotline. Everybody's like getting with me now. Oh, sorry, Oakley, I've been meaning to write in. Like, hey, man, I love the show. But I think I reached out to my guy. I reached out to my boy, Brian Ives. You guys know him on the Twitterverse. He has hot takes. He's always been a loyal, diehard supporter of this show. And I had to tell him first and foremost that I got a my boy boy, Brian Branch. Blue, Nike, Vapor Fuse Elite. Oh, wait, hold on. Elite Lions jersey, number 32. It is crispy clean. It is high quality. I encourage any of you, if you love jerseys and you love the Lions, like, and you got a little extra couple bucks in your pocket, go to NFLShop and either get the black Hutchinson or the blue Brian Branch or the, throwback Jared Goff or the blue Jahmyr Gibbs or the black Kerbo number 31. Like, it is just an awesome looking jersey, just top quality. There's nothing for me to complain about. It looks sharp. It fits great. Incredible. So anyway, long story short, I reached out to Brian Ives. I told him that we've had some jokes and some troubles with NFLShop back in the day where they didn't even know what our colors were. They were sending people like the jerseys before the ones we have now with black piping and with the wrong name plates and all types of craziness. So they finally got that right, which is good. So I reached out to Brian Ives and I was like, we're whooping up the Lions, and he said something like, he was waiting to see TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I hope he coaches well for Johnny Morton. And I was like, oh, you mean John M.O., the big, fat, white, unathletic looking dude who somehow ran like a 4.3 and somehow, some way played receiver back in his heyday? You mean that guy? Brian Ives has some trepidations, and I kind of just came at him, I'm not going to lie, but I think I love Johnny Morton, John M.O., because I think he has, like, everyone liked how Benedict was like a aggressive coach when it comes to play calling. I think Johnny Mo is like a cool, aggressive, smart players type of guy, where he wants his receivers to absolutely ball out every game. He's going to split out Jahmyr Gibbs and put D-Mo in the backfield. He's going to have some gadgetry for Jared Goff. I mean, I think this guy is really going to be fun, but I'm always going to laugh when I see this plump, old,
As a sports fan, I have to confess, sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
At Starbucks, we've more than doubled parental leave for full and part-time baristas, giving them up to 18 weeks of paid time off, so they can be there for early bedtimes, late nights, first laughs, and spend more time with the best company they know. At Starbucks, benefits like parental leave are just the start. Learn more about Starbucks industry-leading benefits at starbucks.com/partners.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Lineman-looking coach who ran a 4.3 in his heyday and somehow played receiver. Like, dude's been eating well. I'm sure he's a great dude, but that always makes me laugh. But I think he's got that wide receiver, J-Mo, Gibbs, Saint, type of moxie and even some swagger, where he's not scared and he's going to come after you, but he loves his players. He's going to let them ball out and do what they do. He's not going to be a stickler for the little details and hold them. Oh, you missed the ball. Now I'm going to freeze you out for a couple quarters, which I think some of that happened with Benedict. So excited about that. I know there's concerns, like O-line concerns. What about the coordinators? Jared Goff has to be asked every day about how he's going to deal without having his former Ben Genius, now Benedict, by his side. And it's like, we're going to be good, man. I mean, I have concerns too because the bar is so high. 15 dubs, double division titles, going to win the Super Bowl this year. But this is what this team's about, man. They stay half healthy, half healthier than they were last year. There's no reason they can't win anywhere from 12 to 14 games, still win the division, have a top seed, knock off a couple teams in the playoffs, and see themselves representing the National Football Conference in the Super Bowl. Everybody, I said I was going to keep it to 15 or 20. We're at 25 plus. So that's what I got. You guys know there's tons else going on with the team. I'm sure a lot of you out there have crazy busy lives. You had a busy week. I'm sure you're too busy for fun things like fantasy football and keeping up with the Lions and listening to this pod and sharing this pod. But, I'm here to tell you, if you have any time, this is a great weekend to kick your feet up, cook up or order either a pizza, wings, get the grill going, get some burgers, some brats, and throw on the old NFL Network, probably soon to be on ESPN, if you caught that news recently. But throw on the old NFLN there all day long, back to football weekend, all the reporters at all the training camps. You get all the fluff pieces, everybody's in the best shape of their life, football's back, people are running around in shorts and t-shirts. It's the kickoff to the NFL hype season, as well as just better even though than watching preseason football, if I want to be perfectly honest. So I'm looking forward to that. I took some time on my busy calendar and said, nope, Saturday I'm chilling at the house, going to throw on the old AC, have some grubbage, and just enjoy some football's back. Training camps are starting, and hope that they have a good reporter like Stacey Dales or somebody else at the Meyer Performance Center for our Detroit Lions. Let's go, everybody. That's what I got for this Kool-Aid packet. We'll probably serve you up another one on Monday, flagship on Wednesday. Might have some guests in the hopper, but now it's time to go. We'll have preseason talk about next week, Lions in the Hall of Fame game, more preseason, more hopeful acquisitions, less injuries, and so much Detroit Kool-Aid and cornbread you don't know what to do with it.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread.
Everybody, I'm out.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Woo! I love the Lions. Say it with me. I love the Lions.